Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes. Happy Friday, everyone. I just like to point out I'm not wearing yellow today, but I am wearing one of my favourite shirts, which, let's be honest, is slightly snug. It's shrunk in the wash because I wear it so often. It's nothing to do with lockdown being kind to me. But I wanted to wear it because it felt Digital Circus.
We do have red in the Digital Circus.
We do have red in the Digital Circus. Have we mentioned the Digital Circus this week?
You just did.
I know, but we've tried not to talk about it. It's actually very interesting. We are going to mention it a bit today, but not in a kind of we want to talk about it way, because it's part of our content, and that's what today's about, isn't it? That's what today is about. Yeah, it's. Do you want to introduce it, or shall I introduce it?
So today we wanted to talk about when content actually then becomes your content.
Yes, it sounds well flaky, but I think you'll be with us as we move along. And
we've obviously had a very noisy week within Yellow Tuxedo as we've launched. Did you know we've launched the Digital Circus?
Digital Circus.
Shh. Haven't done it.
Yes.
We did it all of our lives last night.
I know. I would get excited. You know that.
We have turned up. We have consistently turned up. We have showed up on posts. We have showed up on Instagram stories. We have showed up on live videos, and we have been sitting in groups. We have talked to groups. We have talked to individual people. We have sent mail shots out. We have been very, 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 very loud. So if you're at this point of the week and you haven't yet seen a post about the Digital Circus,
well, unless these people are coming from LinkedIn, because you know our traction on LinkedIn is terrible, but we're still on it, and that's the point.
If you are watching on LinkedIn, thank you so much for watching us. It really makes
if you've come from LinkedIn, please put a comment, because I would love to know that we do actually get traffic from LinkedIn, because I've seen the kind of analytics.
Alan's nemesis.
Yeah, it is my nemesis. It's quite funny. Anyway, sorry. It's not about my nemesis.
There are a few things that have come into play here with our content and how we have created more content simply by talking about our content. It sounds tricky to get your head round, but it's not. No. But it's an exponential thing, isn't it? It's like the more you do, the more you do. And whether you believe that you should show up warts and all with your business, and that is very much personal preference. You know, not everyone wants to have the behind the scenes, this is raw, this is real kind of approach, especially when they're a product-based business. However, there is nothing wrong with delivering that kind of content. For example, on Monday, you may have heard, because we were very upset about it, our website crashed. Yes.
Hurrah!
Nightmare. Worst possible time to happen. Couldn't see it coming, all of that. What did we do about that? Well,
actually, what we did was cry, panic, march around the house, swear loudly, made sure the kids didn't hear us swearing, and then argued about it because neither of us could fix it. That's what we actually did. But what did we do in the real world, or non-real world?
Then we picked up the phone to film. We filmed a little short video. We did an Instagram story going, hurrah, you've broken our website. How funny, ha ha ha. Talking about the fact that we are, something real happens in our business, but it was okay that we will fix it because we continue to show up to our audience. So that's the act of the website crashing, although it was dire, we then took that and turned it into a positive and started talking to our audience using that as the topic for our content for that part of it. And that's kind of driven through the week. We have obviously showed up on our lives and stuff. I think it's important to note that throughout this entire process of marketing the Digital Circus, from this really intense week of lots of lives and videos to the weeks before, to drip feeding the information, to the subliminal stuff we've put out in the months before this, we have never once ever paid for a paid ad to market the Digital Circus.
I thought we were saving that for a vlog next week.
We absolutely will do this some more.
Okay.
But what we have done is we've created content that is meaty, that is of value. It's been talking to people. It's been two-way conversation. It's been answering questions to the point where we've not had to pay, which is amazing, and kind of exactly what we want to show within the Digital Circus, that if you get that on point, if you warm up your audience in a way that they're already engaging with you, then that side isn't as, it has its place. Don't get me wrong, it has its place. And again,
we are not anti pay per click or whatever. We just have this strategy that we love and we want to show people how to do, because sometimes you find a reliance on paying for it, but actually doesn't need to, and I was chatting to a small business this week, and she told me she'd put quite a substantial amount of money for her budget into paid advertising on Facebook, had seen nothing from it. We're not debating why, that's not the point. And I suggested that perhaps we could show her another way that would be within her budget, and she, you know, was very pleased to find out more, or keen to find out more.
The two-way street of being social to be social really helps your content as well, because this week we've put out things like reviews we've had from the work we've done over the last couple of weeks. That becomes our content that we'll talk about, and we'll talk about that client. We've had coffee mornings this week where we had examples in the coffee morning that started as a conversation that actually rolled into a thought process that actually then turned into a post. You know, that everything you do, everything you touch, everything you talk about has potential to be of value to your audience that you can use at a later date. Whether you use it straight away or whether you bank it to go, do you know what, that's an amazing topic. Yeah. I can at least put that somewhere.
Well, I had this conversation with someone actually on LinkedIn yesterday.
He doesn't like LinkedIn.
No, I don't. But no, I do. I think that's the reason it's my nemesis, because I kind of do like it.
It just doesn't like you.
And it wasn't right for this person, but they were developing a new service at the time. And she said, I may be interested in some support, help from you guys, whatever your word. And I said, well, why don't you make the development part of your content? Now, at that time, it wasn't right for her, and that's fine. She explained why that wasn't the right thing to do, and I was like, that's not a problem. But then if you take that idea and then it comes back to something Emily and I have talked about before, that you should be talking about things on the build-up, on the actual, and on the after.
Yeah.
And then that process will generate new content. So it really is, the more you do, the more ideas you get, and the more you can then talk about.
But that goes for PR. When we talk about our PR and legacy, that's exactly how you approach your PR pieces as well. So you get an amazing article in, I don't know, The Guardian. That's great, fantastic. What are you going to do with that? You can either go, I've been in The Guardian today, look at this article, or you can milk it for every single one.
No. Create a nice piece of macro content and repurpose it across your channel.
You get given this amazing opportunity to stand out, squeeze it dry until you've used it. So
and that's not one post. That's let's use that example, right? So you've somehow, whether you've paid for it or whatever, it doesn't really matter actually. You're in a national newspaper, right? So you should be doing a vlog about that. You should be doing a blog about that. You should be doing some posts about that. You should be doing just general lives and videos about that. But if you want, can also become optimized content on YouTube and other video channels and embedded in blogs. So there really is, from one bit of content, if you do your keyword research, you can then have an absolute plethora, it's on our buzzwords, of content. And that's what we're going to be, working with our Digital Circus members, and that's what we work with our one-to-one clients, and that's what we start to get them to think about that, and then how to do it easily is the key part, because we don't want it to overwhelm them. But when your content becomes your content is such a fabulous place to be.
You will never ever have to go,
what do I talk about? What do I post today?
There should be in your arsenal just a wealth, a library of stuff that you can always draw upon if you need to.
Yes.
Wow.
Right, I think that's it, isn't it? Have a fab weekend.
By the time you have watched this vlog, our very first Digital Circus.
Oh yes, I thought about it. I wasn't quite sure how to say it. Yes.
Our Digital Circus welcome has happened.
Hurrah!
We had a live session for our new members who've joined us this week to discuss everything that we're going to be talking about over the next weeks and months. It's not too late to join us. Obviously, if you didn't make it today, that's absolutely fine. There are replays available everywhere. If you want to join us and you have been sitting on the fence all week and you've gone, oh crap, I've missed it, it's okay. www.thedigitalcircus.co.uk. You can still come and join the fun. We are open to everyone right now, and we'd love to see you on the other side. So do come and join us. £20 a month for a wealth of learning and a lot of fun.
Yes, indeedy.
Right.
Have a fab day.
Have a lovely weekend.
Have a lovely weekend. Bye.